We have Coach Mace down outside the Saskatchewan Roughriders locker room, and his post-game comments are brought to you by my man. Thank you. KFC. Get the chicken sandwich at KFC for just $5.95. Add fries and a medium fountain drink for $3. Visit kfc.ca. Limited time only. Corey, how would you assess your team's performance in the regular season finale?
Lackluster. It wasn't us, man. We started, a little slow, and at halftime, we tried to rally a little bit. We just couldn't quite find our groove, in offense and or defense. So, we had to make some big plays, and we didn't quite get them. We couldn't, push momentum. So, it was a rough one for us. But, definitely things that we're going to have to look at and fix. But the reality is, we got to flush and get ready to go next week.
Coach, I'm glad you said it like that, because before you got on here, I was saying, it'd be interesting to be a fly on the wall in your locker room when you delivered sort of the post-game message, right? How did you balance that message between being like, hey, this wasn't us, but also creating that environment? Because, you and I both know this situation, right? You don't tend to spend a ton of time, unless you do, watching this game, right? You zero your focus in on your opponent right away. But what was that balance like in the locker room?
Yeah, the one thing I will say, the guys were disappointed. A lot of guys got opportunities that, might not have had as much. And everybody was excited to see them go, and they want to help this team, and even guys that play every week want to help. We definitely want to end this game with a win, and we felt confident coming in there. So to put a performance like that, the guys were disappointed, and as a staff, we're disappointed as well. But we got to stay in the reality of things. But there certainly will be, Luke. There will be tons of stuff that we'll see on film. From guys that are playing, we'll be playing next week, that we're going to have to tighten up a little bit. But I did stress at the end of it, we gotta flush. We got to get back to work tomorrow. So we got to keep pushing, man.
Hey, Coach, one of the other things, Shea Patterson struggled a little bit coming out of the gate, and Jack Cohn got inserted. Was there a plan to play Jack Cohn? Was that a period in which you had wanted to put him in anyways, or did you want to replace Shea and just give him a chance to sort of take it in from the sideline? What went into the decision to play Cohn?
Yeah, no, that was the plan all along, and we found ourselves in this situation. Shea had probably not the game that he wanted to, but. In reality, we've seen Shea and what he can do when he's the guy, right? With the time that he had when Trevor was down, we haven't had a chance to see Jack, so that was part of the plan going into this game and the situation that we found ourselves in, just to see what he looks like when he's the guy out there. He does a good job in practice. He's a pro's pro, so yeah, we were all curious to see.
So, Coach, do you approach next week any differently? Like you mentioned that you'll still examine the film from today, but will you spend much time on it, or is it everything about BC here moving forward?
Yeah, I think as a staff we'll look at the fixes of some things that could carry over into into a game plan. You look at call sheets, right? There's so many calls on there, and some things are on the weeklies. So just some of the stuff that we're going to have to fine tune, and everything with film. Things come up, so as a coaching staff, we'll certainly watch it. But we jump in with the guys tomorrow. We're going to start plugging away here for BC.
Did you come out of the game healthy as a team, Coach?
Yeah, to my knowledge, I believe we did. So that's I guess the one plus of the night.
Looking forward to BC. Are you expecting Vernon Adams Jr. to start at quarterback for the Lions? That seems to be the way that Rick Campbell is leaning in, kind of saying that the Lions are going to go.
Yeah, no doubt. With VA going in there and having the game he did the last week that he was out there, that could be an assumption, but you have to prepare for both. Regardless of who starts and who's not, there could anything in this game of football, anything can happen where you see the other guy. So they got two, really good ones. We got to be ready for both.
Tickets are on sale for next week right now at Riderville.com. Coach, how big of a difference can Rider Nation be here at Mosaic Stadium next weekend?
Oh, the absolute difference maker. It's to just off of the decimals that they put out there to make it the opposing team go backwards, you know what I mean, or get them off schedule. I mean, it's like having an actual extra player on the field. I mean, I've been hearing nothing but crazy stuff about, you know, what playoff football looks like here. I'd love to see it leveled up to whatever it has been before. Let's set the new dang bar, man. Let's go get these guys.
We'll let you go prepare, Coach. Thanks for the time.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate you.